Good morning. I am Gail and I am here today for 3D Leisure at Home to do fitness Pilates, which is 45 minutes class, and it's aimed more for the fit individual, but there will be different exercises and there will be some that you can simplify, but it's basically work within your means. We work on mobilization, work on your core, also back strengthening exercises. So we want to really work from top to toe in a nice controlled manner, engaging our tummy muscles throughout. I'm going to run through, we'll do a little warm up, and then we've got 45 minutes working through each exercise nice and slowly, concentrating on the breath, and we always want to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So if you're joining me today, I want to thank you very much, and if you're saving it for later, that's great. Just come on whenever, they're all saved. This is my first one today for 3D Leisure at Home on the closed group. So hopefully we'll enjoy the workout together, and just want to have a little look. Thank you very much. So now I know I'm live, I can relax. So here we go. So we're just going to do a little warm up here. So standing, think about your posture, shoulders back and down, and we want your hips tilting slightly forward, and then we want to just lift the arm up on in breath to the front, and breathing out, taking the arm down. Now when you lift your arm, try not to arch the spine, so your hips are forward, tummy's engaged, and we're lifting and floating the arm back down again. Do that again on the other side, lifting. And we can tense up the legs a little bit here, so we're lifting up and back down. And then both arms, so we want to lift, stretch right up, lengthen the spine, and coming back down. And again, lifting up and back down. And when you come up the next time, just gently come up onto the toes, so we're lengthening the body and coming back down, still pulling in these tummy muscles, and reach out to the side, stretch out and back, and the other side. So we're just trying to lengthen, reaching out nice and slow. And then we're just going to tilt the head to the side. So deep breath in, breathe out, push this head over, get a stretch, and back to center, and push, and back to center. So take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders back, and squeeze them in. Breathing in and out. And do that on the reverse, so we're coming forward, lifting and squeezing in. And then we want to take the arm up, take a deep breath in, and out breath, we want to stretch across and take it back down. Take a deep breath in on the other side, breathe out and stretch, and come back. Okay, we're just going to roll down and up here. So we want to be just taking the chin down onto the chest. So we take a deep breath in, we breathe out, we tilt the chin down, and then we slide the hands down. We're opening up each vertebrae in the back, and we reach down and we take a deep breath in, and on the out breath you want to roll up, arching your back. Head comes up last and back up. And again, take a deep breath in and breathe out, and tuck your chin down, roll down. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, and control, pull the tummy muscles in, arching your back, rolling up nice and slow, and lifting the head. Okay, we're going to square off your hips, so we're wanting your hips facing the front, and we want to lift the leg forward and back. So we're lifting the leg forward and back. If you think of brushing the leg on the floor here, and we're not tilting these hips to the side. So we're activating, we're pulling in the tummy muscles, and we're just swooping as if you're cleaning your floor, forward and back. Try not to lean to the side. And change legs. So we're just warming up here, warming up your body. And breathing throughout. Okay, so standing, feet hip width apart, and we want to just lift one knee. So we're just going to lift the knee and tap out to the front. So you're lifting and tapping. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more and tap. Bring it back. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Now make sure when you're tapping out, you're drawing in the tummy muscles nice and tight. So this will activate the hip flexor. And lifting and down. Okay, slight change. When we lift the leg, we want to straighten out, out breath and in, out and in. So it's exhale, inhale. Now modification would be a lower leg or tapping onto the floor, and harder the higher the leg is because you're activating into the hip. And change sides, so lifting up, get your balance, and breathe out and in. Nice and controlled. Lift. Try and hold your balance. Work, engage the tummy muscles. Lifting. And we'll go for 2 more. And 1. Okay, so just rotate the foot and the other way, and again just warming up the ankle muscles, ankle joints I should say. Okay, so we're going to roll down now and we're going to walk out into a plank. So we want to be posture, hips forward, tummy in, and we take a deep breath in. Chin comes down, we roll down, and when you reach the floor, if you have to bend the legs, that's fine. Walk out into your plank, which is tummy up and holding in this position, locking in the tummy muscles. Modification would be knees to floor, tummy up, and we're going to just walk back nice and slow towards your feet. Keeping your bottom, you can bend the legs if you want. When you reach your toes, take a deep breath in and breathe out, and we're going to roll back up. So we're mobilising the spine. And take a deep breath in and down we go. We repeat that. Reach nice and slowly down. Walk it out into your plank. And if it's too hard, knees to floor, and we're holding. I'm going to do that walk back with me towards your feet. Take a deep breath in, and on out breath, arch that spine, emphasize the roll up, tummy in, and give me a shoulder roll here, squeezing back. And then we're going to come down again, deep breath in, drop your head down, stretch down, walk it out, and we're going to add in a little leg lift here. The tummy comes up, push, so that you're pushing up through the floor, and then if you can, on out breath, lift one leg, in breath down, up, and down. If it's too hard, you can just stay in your plank, or you can take those knees down onto the floor. And make sure these tummy muscles are pulling up. Think of your belly button on a string to ceiling, and you're trying to draw up. And just carry on lifting. If it's too hard, have a rest. And bring your knees down and sit back into child pose and rest. Okay, we're going to come back up, and this time we are on fours. So knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders, and we're just going to be lifting one arm to the front. So we're lifting up, pulling the tummy muscle in and back down. And we're lifting up and back down. Now we want opposite hand and leg, so you want to extend up and back down. And try and get the lengthening. You want your arm to be shoulder high if possible, and the leg to be in line with your hip. And back down. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, get that stretch on, thumb to ceiling. So make sure your hand is stretching out. Okay, take a deep breath in, take it down to floor, hand and foot, and reach up and out breath. Breathe in down, breathe out lift. Breathe in down, breathe out lift. And nice and controlled. And bring all back onto the floor and give me a little roll up. So we want to be pushing up, dropping your head down, arching the spine, push up through the shoulders. And then start to drop down, tip the bottom back and head up. Breathing out, nice and slow, curl up, get right in, pushing through the arms. And breathe in, tip back. Okay, repeating that. We are on neutral spine, so it's in between the up and the down. And next, take a deep breath in, opposite arm and leg, extend out. Hold it, and take a deep breath in, breathe out and lift. Now think of lengthening these stomach muscles. So we're stretching the fingers and we're stretching the toe. So it's nice and controlled, and we're just working to lengthen, and the head is in line with your spine, and bring it back down. Knees under hips and out breath, curl up into your cat stretch and down, and tip the head back and tip the bottom up, tilt. Breathe out, lift and tilt. Okay, we're going to change that slightly. So we're going to take it into our stretch. Opposite arm and leg, take a deep breath in, breathe out and hold. Now an out breath, we want to be bringing elbow and knee in. So we want to get the crunch in and then lengthen. So breathe out, pull the tummy up, squeeze the abdominals and stretch on out breath. And in breath, sorry, breathe out, curl it and lengthen. Now really work to squeeze in these muscles here. Squeezing tight. And bring that leg and arm down. Opposite side, take a deep breath in. Take it into stretch. Make sure you've got your pointed toe and fingers. And on out breath, we are coming down, we are squeezing and breathing in, and we are stretching. Breathing out. Nice way to start a Saturday. Lengthening, working through all our mobilization, opening up the back, tightening up the core. One more, and bring it down. Okay, so we're going to take it back onto our seat bones. Excuse me 1 second. Oh, so onto our sit bones, and we want to be just doing a little kind of a half a roll. So the legs are bent, the arms are out. We take a deep breath in, and when we breathe out, we pull in the stomach muscles and we lean back. So we have like a C bend on the back, and then we come back up. So we take a deep breath in, we breathe out, we roll down, and we come back up. And again, back on out breath, pulling in the abdominals. Make sure you engage the stomach muscles, so you're squeezing really, really tight. And back up. One more, and we're going to hold here. So we're holding the tummy down. I always think, if you think of your hip bones drawing into the centre and the belly button pulling down and up, so it's kind of almost like a scoop, and the chin is not resting down, and you're holding. If it gets too hard, come up, give a little stretch, and come back in. So we're wanting here just to be lifting one knee. So I'm going to take the arms bent. So the arms are bent here. We take a deep breath in, we breathe out, we tap the knee and take it back down. So breathe out and in, out and in. Squeeze the stomach muscles. Really, really engage the abs. Squeeze it. And squeeze. And squeeze. 4 more. Really draw in the knee and the tummy. And last 2 and 1. Okay, we're going to add a little twist. So we're going to twist and lower. Breathe out and in. Out and in. Squeeze. Stomach really tight. Nice control. Really working. And the last one, and come up and just lift. So you're having the lengthening of your spine, just a nice stretch of the back, and relax. We're going to take the same, but we're going to use the arms into, if you think of a capital A, so the hands are up, and we're going to take it back, leaning back on out breath, and now we're going to draw the knee up through that capital A. Squeeze, release, squeeze. So really pull in tight. So we're breathing out and in, out and in. Think of pushing the arms down as if you're pushing them down through water. So there's kind of a little force, pressure, lifting, nice and controlled. Squeeze it, squeeze and rest. And then we're just going to take the arms to the side. So you're sitting, your arms are up, and we take it back. So take a deep breath in, lean back. Now the leaning back, if it's too hard, don't lean as much. Modify, just come up. The higher up you are, the easier it'll be. The lower, the harder. So these arms are up, capital A. And we breathe out and we draw down and breathe in and reach up. Breathe out. Now I'm not actually twisting here. I'm just pulling down the arms to the side as if I'm pulling them down through water, and there's tension. So you're squeezing the abdominals up. You breathe out. Tummy in extra tight. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out. And in. Breathe out and in. Really, really work hard on the core. Squeeze, engage those abs. If it gets too hard, come up and give a little stretch. And if you want to make it easier, you just take it into a little bit higher on the chest, harder, leaning back lower. So always work within your means. And last one. Okay, so we're going to do a roll down and up. So we're going to be mobilising your spine again. So the legs bent is the easier, and the legs out straight is harder. So we're just going to be rolling, taking a deep breath in, breathe out. Now think of each vertebrae in your back coming down slow and hitting the mat. So we want to be taking a deep breath in, we breathe out, and if you only want to go to halfway, you would just be coming down. On out breath, in breath, we are coming up. If you're taking it all the way down, arch, roll, suck that tummy up, roll, all the way back, and then coming back up. If the legs are out straight, so we're going to take a deep breath in, we're going to breathe out, and we're going to roll down, and extend, and breathe in, come up. Now you can either stretch forward, or you can stretch up to ceiling. Out breath, roll, slowly rolling down, and in breath, reach up slow. If you want to make this a little bit easier, just bend those legs or come to halfway. You don't have to come all the way down. Coming back up, stretch. Okay, small change. We're going to breathe out and we're just going to reach forward. So we're breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and nice and slowly pushing. And you're trying to get down and reaching forward. So I'm kind of scooping my stomach up at this moment in time. So it's kind of flattening, it's the chest pushing down and I'm reaching. And in breath and out breath. And then I am now going to roll. So I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to roll the spine and come back up. And then we're going to have another one. We're going to roll down and come back up. Okay, don't know what's happened to my music, so I'll have a little check. So just work within your means. This is 45 minutes, but you want to be working your core really, really tight. So just make sure that you're just really, really concentrating on pulling like the stomach muscles in, because when you're pulling your stomach muscles in, you're strengthening your lower back, and we're trying to work to do all of the body. Okay, so we're going to come back, we'll come onto fours. So we're on to fours, knees are under your hips and hands under your shoulder. So we're just going to be lifting the knees off the ground. So take a deep breath in and just come up onto the toes and hover. Okay, so we have flat back, tummy in. And then come back down. So we're going to draw one knee in. So we're going to draw one knee into the chest, hold it and come back up onto the toe, and then pulse, breathe out and in, out and in, out and in. Draw this knee up. If it's too hard, you can bring the bottom knee down onto the floor. But we're on the back toe, reach, stomach, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze, and come back. Give me a little stretch up, roll up, and tilt back. Another cat stretch, roll up, and back. Okay, drawing the other knee under on out breath, coming up onto the toe, and squeeze, squeeze. Draw that knee up towards the chest, squeeze it, pulse, pull, squeeze. 4, 3, 2 and 1, and come back down. Okay, we're going to come down onto our side. So we're going to have a lie down. So we are lying down, our legs are bent. So we want to be legs 45 degrees, so your feet, your heels are in line with your bottom here, and we are lying down and we're doing the clam. So we're just rotating the knee. So we just want to be squeezing out, and we want to really tighten up the glute and back down. So out breath, squeeze. Now think of your hip bones as being 2 spotlights to the front, and they are not moving. Your hips are staying forward, and all the effort is coming onto the glute squeeze. So we are squeezing on out breath, breathing in, but these hips are staying forward, and this knee is lifting, the feet are on top of one another. We're breathing out, and we're really trying to fire up these glute muscles, guys. So you really want to be feeling a burning in your bottom, and squeeze and squeeze. One more and back down. Okay, we're going to come up onto side plank. I'm just going to put on a little bit of light here. Don't know if it's too dark. So we're going to come up onto side plank, just in case you couldn't see me there. So elbow down underneath, just start underneath your shoulder. So the knee on the ground will make it easier if it stays on the floor. If you want to come up, and then you want to be holding this hip up, and we're going to be doing a down and up here. So we're going to breathe out as we push up. If you want to make this harder, one foot is in front of the other, and we lift as so. And if you want to make it more intense, the feet on top of one another, and you lift. Now if this arm floats up to the ceiling, it makes it harder. Now we're really lifting up your hip. The stomach is pulling in extra tight, and we are taking it to a down and up. And if you don't want to, you can do just a static hold, and you're just squeezing, pushing. Nice and controlled. Excellent. Okay, we're going to take the top leg back, and we're going to ground it so it's flat on the floor, on the ground, and it's quite close. We're going to take the hips here up to ceiling on our in breath. So we want to be reaching up. So on an in breath, we are pushing up, and we are stretching. It's almost like a little back bend. Breathe out, don't touch the floor. Breathe in, push up, try and push the 2 hip bones up and back down. And we breathe, and we work through this. So it's almost as if the shoulder blades are squeezing together as you push up. So it's like a little mini back bend. And we're pushing. If it's too hard, then you can just do small and rest in between. Come down onto the floor to modify. Push. Doing great, guys. Squeeze it. And rest. Okay, how was that? We're going to just swivel around, and we're going to do the clam on the other side. So again, these are great for waking up lazy muscles in the glutes. We are lying down, we are rested with the head. The legs are at 45 degrees, so the knees are forward, the heels are basically in line with your bottom, and we are squeezing. Keep the hips facing forward, so you're activating the glutes, because if you're lifting the hip as you squeeze back, it's more a rock action. So you're trying to keep your hips grounded and facing front. Really, really tighten up the glute muscle. Out breath, in, out, in. Really squeeze hard to fire up. And 2 more, guys. Really squeeze hard. And 1. Okay, so side plank, elbow under, knee on the floor is your option 1. Feet offset, one in front of the other, harder, and feet start on top, and arm up, and we lift. Now we try and have this body in a straight line, your bottom is tucked in, your hip is up, and you can do a down and up. If you're doing a down and up, control it. Don't sag in the back, keep your stomach muscles in tight, and push. Push. Option would be your knee. So you can always make this easier. And rest. Okay. This top leg, flat foot, ground it. Elbow. So you're lifting up, you're in breath, you're reaching up. So you hold your hips, push your hips up. So we breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Now you might feel if this is too much on your shoulder, then don't come up as high. Just do small and you can rest. The aim is you don't rest the bum on the floor. You're keeping pushing and lowering, but we're hovering just off the floor. Woo. Yeah, quite tasking. And 2 more. Reach. It's quite hard because your shoulder is stabilizing. And down. Okay, coming back onto 4s. So we're going to stand back one leg and then the other into plank. Make sure your tummy is up tight and you're pushing through the shoulders, holding your plank position, nice and tight. Now we're going to try an arm lift. So when you're lifting this arm, you are not lifting the shoulder. So you would be lifting, keeping the shoulders level with the floor. And if this is too hard, knees, lift, lower, lift. So what you're not doing is tilting the shoulders. So if you're on your toes, you are lifting and lowering. Breathe out and in, out and in. Try and hold that tummy so tight. Now this is quite hard. So you want to breathe and in, breathe out and in. Squeeze. Oh, you're doing so good. If you need to rest, sit back into child pose. 4 on knees. 3, 2, and 1. Way, have a rest. Always nice to do a little calf stretch, breathing out, opening up your back, works your back quite hard. And breathe in, tilt, and breathe out, twist, and tilt. Okay, we're going to take this into a little lunge forward. So we're going to stand back one leg, then the other one. Hold your plank, tummy up, knee plank if it's too hard. Hold. Okay, we're going to bring my left leg forward into a lunge on the outside of my foot. So I'm pushing down with this hip. So I'm getting a good stretch. Okay, push. Now this arm that's on the same side as your bent leg. We want to be lifting, twisting up to ceiling. So we're going to reach up, in breath, and breathe out and try and tap the straight knee. We breathe in and we breathe out, reach back. We breathe in, follow the hand to ceiling, modification, knee to the floor. So you can still lift up and tap. Lift up, try and get the space between the shoulders when you lift. So it's like squeezing your back muscles. We reach up, we open up the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades back, open up the chest. I should have said that. Reach up and back. Okay, come back. Stand that leg back, hold it in your plank. Pushing, hands pushing into the floor. Tummy up, activate those tummy muscles. You really, really want to engage your tummy muscles nice and tight. And then we're going to lunge forward with the other leg. If you have to wiggle this leg forward and you can't do it in one swoop, it's fine. But try and push down with this hip. So you're pushing down with the hip. So you get this lengthening into the hip flexor. So you really want to hold tummy up, hip is down. And then on the same side, this arm again, we are lifting. So we're lifting up, stretching, and we're coming down and we're tapping back on the knee. We're breathing up, we're opening up. Breathing in, breathe out, tap back. And as I said, if you want to modify this, that back leg, the knee comes down onto the ground. So you just drop your knee, take it back, reach up and back, reach up and back, and come back, take it back into your plank, and knees down and sit back. Child pose. Right, this next one, I feel straight away. So, a slight difference is our hands are down facing forward and we are in a kind of a plank position here, but the top leg comes back over onto the floor. But the body, we are trying to stay facing forward. So we're not doing like a side. And then we drop down, we push up, we breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in and out. Keep going with this. It is really hard. So we're trying to keep the body facing forward, the top leg is back. And if you want to modify this, just bring one knee down onto the floor. So you're just coming down and up. And have rest. The other side. So we are back into your plank, tummy, and the top leg comes back over onto the floor. We straighten up the shoulders, level to the floor, and we dip down the hip, push up, breathe in, breathe out, in, out, push. Now if it's too much, take that knee onto the floor, and you can still drop that hip down and up. Keep it going. Come on, nice and hard. Push up. This works right into your obliques. Push. 2 more. And 1. Well done. Okay, bring it back onto your sit bones. I can't get over how quick the time has gone today. Really, really quick. So we are going to do our bridge. We are lying down, feet close to your bottom, roll down, hands to the ground. And we really want to engage the tummy muscles and we want to breathe out and pull in. So think of those hip bones closing in, the tummy pulling down, scooping up, and on your scoop, you're on a sticky mat. Think of your back being stuck to the floor, and you're trying to take an out breath. You'll roll the hips up, tummy down, roll up, and push up. Level hips. Breathe in, every vertebrae, upper back, slowly coming down middle, lower back, bottom, and then hips. Breathe out, take that up, squeeze, and breathe in, and roll it down, nice and slow. And again, push up, and come back down. Okay, we're just going to speed that up a little bit. So we're just going to breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out, but fire up your glute muscles. So we really want to squeeze. And if you can, stay up. And try and lift the knee. Now, your level hips, don't drop your bottom. And we're just going to squeeze here, pushing up. 4 more. And 1, and roll down, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, come back up, level hips. Make sure when you lift the leg, if you are lifting, you don't have to, you can stay grounded. And then we squeeze, firing up. If you push through the foot that's on the floor, if you push into the floor, it'll make the hamstring work a lot harder. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, we're just going to come to our cycle. Hands behind your head. So we're going to take the legs up, tabletop, and we're going to get the crunch up on out breath, and in breath down. Breathe out. If it's too difficult, keep your feet on the floor. And we want to cycle. So when we cycle, we want to extend one leg out. Breathe out and in, out and in. Bringing the twist, work the tummy. So it's not just twisting on the arms and you're not feeling anything. Extend the leg, push, squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze, push, push. Come on, work this core, squeeze it, squeeze, squeeze. Push it, push, push, twist, twist, twist. Okay, small change, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So switch and pull, squeeze, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, in, and squeeze. Grab your knees and pull yourself up. So we're just going to lean back. We only have a couple of minutes left. Take a deep breath in, hands on the legs. Breathe out, take it back so the arms are lengthened, tummy is down. Take a deep breath in. On out breath, I want you to open up so you're separating the distance between the shoulders. And breathe in and come back. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and in. So really, really work the stomach muscles. Work to separate the distance between your shoulders and back. And rest. Coming up soon. Stretch and back. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, let's go and slide down and hold. Tummy, squeeze it, engage those abs and push. So this is a small, tiny move. If it's too hard, just come up. Come on, work, really work the core, squeeze it tight and hold. Lift the arms up and hold. If it's too hard, take them back down. Really stretch, tummy in, hold it, last 4, doing so good, well done everybody today, and 1, give a little stretch. Okay, you have done so good. So we're going to just stretch now. We can relax this leg, or you can open up the hip and bring the leg down. So we're just going to reach forward on out breath. So we're just going to stretch, pushing your chest down and trying to come down low. This leg, if you feel this on your knee, just relax the leg and just relax out to the side. Don't ever put too much pressure on your knee joint. And then change sides. So the leg can just be where it's comfortable, and you can push, and if you're really flexible, this knee might be on the floor and your foot might be into the groin area. So you're just pushing down. Try and really flatten this back, and then you can rest your head and roll down. And coming up, and just bring your feet in, give a little stretch down with the knees. You're stretching out your inner thighs, and we want to just take it. So we'll bring one leg bent, one leg in, and then we want to take one hand behind, and we want to just twist round. You can use your opposite hand on your knee, or you can bring your elbow and just hold. That would be making it slightly easier. Really pushing back is working out this waist and making a twist up the spine, and swap it. So one leg bent, one leg in, and either just push in and you can hold, or you can just draw the knee over with your hand, looking back, getting the waist to stretch, and coming back. Roll onto 4s, give a cat stretch, and tip up. Really lift that tailbone and the head, and really roll up, push through the shoulders. Oh, you've done so good, guys, so good. And push up, neutral spine, turn your toes down, lift the tailbone, push back, flatten the chest down, curl the head up, push your heels down if you can into the floor, hold, lengthening the spine, and walk your hands back towards your feet, drop down. On out breath, again pull the tummy up, arch your spine, roll up nice and slow, and head comes up last. We want to just reach an extra little waist one. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and over and up and across. And thank you so much. I think I overran by about 4 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back next Saturday at 9 o'clock for another 45 minutes, and we'll change it a little bit, but hopefully you worked hard on those core muscles and the back, and you felt you did work overall. But thanks so much. I really enjoyed that and hope you did, and hope you have a great day, and I shall see you next week. But don't forget to go on, have a look at all the class timetable. There's amazing classes on, and just go on, try them out in your own time. You don't have to do them live. They'll be there and you can come on anytime you want. But appreciate you coming on today, and I'll get back to your comments at the end. Hi Elaine. Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, some of them are challenging, but just make it work within your means, and if something doesn't feel right, just modify it or come down, have rest and come back in. But it's all about working, getting that strength up in the body, getting the muscles. It's great for all our joints and muscles to tone and just strengthen. You know, we all forget to really work hard to pull the abdominals in, and also obviously helps the lower back. But I'll do some lower back ones as well next week. I'll add some in and we'll change it a little bit. But thanks so much and take care. Have a fabulous day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye.